what's going on, everybody? Josh Cathcart back here at Hardball Academy in Pearland, Texas. For this next instructional video, we are going to discuss creating consistent bat path. All right? It's one of the things that I know it's talked about, but how do we train players to have consistent bat path? Every single player's bat path, their natural bat path or the bat path that's been taught, whatever the case may be, is going to be a little bit different. Okay? How tall they stand, meaning their posture. Okay? Do I have a kid that's more upright? Do I have a kid that's more hunched over? Okay? This is all going to affect bat path. Then once we have created a consistent bat path, now we start talking about which pitches are we going to look for. If I'm a guy that has a lot flatter path, I want to be more at the top of the zone. If I'm a guy that has more of a loop path, I want to be at the bottom of the zone. All right, so being able to understand your own bat path and then apply that to the pitches we're looking for. All right, couple factors that will affect bat path. Number one, just talked about it, is posture. Remember, posture is the angle that your spine is at when your front foot hits the ground. Okay, we want to be in a really, really athletic position there. Okay, chest kind of over the knees, front side down and in. All right, if you're looking at it from the front, that would be here with this, and then the hands over the back foot. All right, once we get into the swing, if that posture changes, so if I'm down here and then I start to swing and my posture comes up, everything now is going to flatten out. Okay, your shoulders and the barrel are going to start to match up, and we don't want to come up and get it flat. We want to be able to stay down and have this nice clean path through the zone. Okay, any change in direction also. Okay, other people may say this is also coming out of posture, but if we get to the swing and then you start to fall backwards or collapse, now everything's going to be going up and we get this huge uppercut. On the flip side, if you start to come forward, now everything's going to come crashing down and we get really steep. Okay, so you have to learn to stay centered with the body, and you have to learn to hold posture. You got to have the core strength, you got to have the hip strength, you got to have the balance. Okay, that's why hitting is so hard. You have to be able to control all of these moves at a really high rate of speed. So with these drills, we're going to discuss posture, we're going to discuss clean path, and then obviously keeping the head still and staying centered. If you can do those three things consistently and on time, you have a chance. All right, so that being said, let's hop into these drills. All right, y'all, for this next drill, this is going to be a posture drill. Okay, we call this one the PVC posture adjustment drill. All this means is we're going to feel the player should feel holding posture as they turn. Okay, I'm going to do this from a front view just so you can kind of see the setup, but then I'll also flip around and get it this way so you can really see that body staying in posture. All right, the reason I throw the adjustment in there is because we are going to adjust the height of the ball. Okay, after about every 3 reps with this, I like to move the height of the ball so that players can start to understand how much the shoulders should tilt relative to pitch location. All right, right now this would be a little bit down. This is just going to be knee high. All right, as we stride, I like to go ahead and get in a stance with this one to kind of look just if I was standing here with the bat. And as I land, want to make sure that the pole now is kind of pointed to the front of home plate. Okay, you don't want to get it way in here. That would be too much turn, but just right out to the front of home plate. From this point right here, the head has got to stay in the middle. Okay, we can't have any fallback. We can't have any lunge forward. All right, so head stays down, and then just start to turn, and you want to come down like there would be a ball right there. As long as the head can stay, my posture is going to be good, and my shoulders and everything should line up. If I was going to go with this and then start to come out of it, I would now stand up and this pole's not going to get anywhere near the ball. Okay, so being able to stay there and take that right to the ball. One way of thinking about this is take the right shoulder down to the baseball. Okay, if I get right here and just start my hips and now just think right shoulder to the ball, that's going to get me in a pretty good spot. Okay, so that one, I would have had what would be considered more tilt, more angle right here in the shoulders. If we move this up, you're going to notice now as I get here, my shoulders are going to be a lot flatter. Okay, notice here as opposed to this. All right, so that's the first thing for back path, is being able to maintain that posture. Okay, from the backside, it would be here. You're going to hold this spine angle just like this, and then make your turn. Everything has to stay. You see the players start to back out of that way, no good. Okay, so that's your PVC posture drill. Really, really good warm-up drill. Kids of all ages, just to feel that turn. All right, y'all, for the second drill, dealing with barrel path or back path. Okay, this is the 2T drill. All right, this one is great for players that come in and dump or lose the barrel, where that barrel gets way underneath their hand and then everything looks like it's coming up, or they start to come out of here and they want to roll the bat through here. All right, what we want to do is be able to get our barrel right here behind this ball as we're coming through here, and make this swing at this. Okay, we don't want to come over the top, and obviously you don't want to come back and hit underneath there. All right, again, the way this one is set up, mid-thigh, middle, about a ball lower. Okay, if you take an extra ball, right on top, just about a ball lower than that front ball, and this can be anywhere 6 to 8 inches. Stick your pinky out and see if it works. Okay, there's no set distance right there. I like to go ahead and start this one and launch. Okay, kind of take some of the other thinking out of this for the players. You could do it in a full swing and go, but I like launch. Start the hip again, always at the beginning. 1, and then bring that barrel through. Come back. 2, and then on your third one, go ahead and make your swing. Notice the head is in line with this back ball. Okay, if I get forward like that, that's that lunge, and now I'm going to create that really steep path. Okay, if I got back behind this, I'm more than likely going to hit that ball because I'm falling back. Being able to stay centered, make a consistent swing is huge. Okay, this should not be one of those drills where the players feel like they're really coming down. Okay, you want to be able to get back here and hit a line drive. Okay, that ball's not tough. That ball's back spun a little bit. Okay, so really working through this one. You're going to hear people that say, oh, it's creating a steep path. No, it's not. If it's done correctly, that barrel should come right above this ball right here. This is not steep. This is the back of the zone. That ball gets shot to right field, right through the middle, up the middle. Okay, so your 2T drill, create good back path. All right, y'all, for the last drill, the third drill in this video dealing with consistent back path, this is going to be off the shoulder. Okay, we're going to start with the barrel connected to the rear shoulder. We're not going to be up on top of it. That's going to create steep. Okay, we want to be on the side here. Again, dealing with posture, looking at it from the back side. As I turn, hold the posture, and that barrel should just release off of my shoulder toward the middle of the field. Okay? This is a really, really simple one, and I like it again for kids that start doing stuff with their hands early in the swing. Just keep it here, just like you were in launch, but drop it down and get to this position. First couple, start the hip and just feel like that barrel is just releasing off of the shoulder at the ball. Okay, then go ahead, make your swing. All right, obviously always keep the head down. All right, this is a really easy one for beginners. Okay, and you will see very quickly if they start to push this bat and get out here, which is going to cause them to come around the ball, a bunch of rolled over ground balls, or they get out and they want to try to pull it back across and you start cutting everything. Okay, but coming right off that shoulder, keep the head still, stay in posture, easy turn, and come through. Make sure that this doesn't turn into a collapse back here and we start swinging up. Okay, again, always keeping the head still in the middle and then working through. All right, so simple drill for bat path, off the shoulder. All right, everybody, that's going to conclude the video on consistent bat path. All right, being able to get into and hold posture, number one key for bat path. Okay, keeping the head still and then being able to work on plane with the right amount of shoulder tilt. Number two, okay, balance throughout, direction to the middle. Create your own bat path. You do not have to be like everyone else. It has to be effective for you. We need to be short and direct to the ball. We need to have adjustability, okay? And we have to have balance. As a quick review, remember, posture is the spine angle that is set. When I hit launch and I have to maintain that spine angle all the way through my swing, I can adjust up a little if need. I can adjust down a little bit if need. But I do not want to have a drastic change in my bat path. I want to be as consistent as possible, especially on a tee and in a cage, so that when we do get out into a game, we have the confidence at the plate and we have the ability to adjust. So I hope this information helps. If you have any questions at all, please reach out to us at the Academy. Like and subscribe to the new channel. More to come.